Aries, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. It's a reading for Aries placement, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's a general reading, so it will not resonate with everyone. We're using the Mythic Tarot, and we'll do clarifying cards from the Seer Tarot, and we'll pull an oracle card at the end from a new deck I picked up on Etsy called Love and Magic Oracle Deck. It's by Adrian Vita. So if you like it, you can find it on Etsy. Did a little bit of pre-reading meditation, and the number 17 kept coming up. And that may mean something to you, that number. In tarot, it is the Star card. And that has an energy of faith and hope and miracles, inner clarity, renewal, maybe being in the spotlight. And for me personally as a reader, it always has a sense of a healing energy around it. So that may be an overarching message for all of us this week. Let's look at your cards. Aries, we have Temperance, the Lovers, and the Hangman. 3 major arcana. Pretty significant week for Aries, I think. We have here some life events happening, some pivotal moments in your timeline that will have an impact going forward. And we have sort of a balanced energy here with Temperance. We have a sense of harmony and moderate approach to things, patience and self-control. Not letting yourself be motivated or moved to action by strong emotion, either, by love or passion or hate or frustration. No strong emotion is going to force your hand. There's definitely a feeling of moderation in the approach here. And it's next to the Lovers, which to me is really about a strong partnership where together you are so much more than you are separate. Like where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. That sort of phrase comes to mind. There's the feeling that there's such a strength when the two of you are together. Now this tends to be a love connection, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a partnership. It feels like a partnership in this case to me, but it's a general reading. It could be any love connection. You and a parent, you and a child, you and a sibling. Together, the two of you are capable of so much more than when you work independently. Again, to me right now, that feels like a romantic connection of some sort. And with it next to Temperance, it feels like you're finding your groove. You're finding your balance together, how to be together. You've had maybe some challenges with communication, but now it feels like there's more of a moderate approach to one another, and you're able to focus on the good and what you can do together. And the Hangman tells me that that's because of a shift in perspective. You started looking at this bond in a different way. You started looking at what it's meant to be in your life, or what you're meant to get out of it, what you're meant to give in that situation. You started looking at all of that from a different perspective, and that change is positive. It's allowing you to be a little more middle of the road, to not be so volatilely affected in such a volatile way by the connection, by the strong feelings that you feel in the connection. By shifting your perspective, you're able to have a more moderate approach, and I think that's a good thing. It feels like you're a little bit less impulsive maybe than you normally are. You're definitely a sign that prefers action, and this is a time when you can't take as much action as you'd like. So it's good to see that you're using that sort of forced stillness to work on the internal stuff. 9 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Sun. What a very odd combination of cards, Aries. Let's see, how does this feel? What am I thinking this might mean for you? So you're not in this energy of elation about dreams coming true, nor are you in this energy of depression and anxiety where your mind is just tormenting you and causing great worry for you. And because you're not going to those extremes, you found your joy, which is beautiful. There really seems to be something about finding the moderate path that supports you and your emotional well-being that is a really good foundation for this relationship, this partnership, this connection. And it has so much to do with your perspective of the situation. Everything hangs on your perspective. How you look at things seems to affect greatly whether it's a positive experience or a negative one, or a situation where you could feel both positives and negatives and know that the world isn't ending. Know that this partnership is still there and is still solid, even when you express great love, even when you express great sadness. It doesn't need to have so much drama, is what it looks like. This relationship has good value if you just appreciate it for what it is and don't reintroduce the extreme drama that has been there in the past, perhaps. So, interesting stuff, Aries. Could be, like I said, a romantic situation, or it could be somebody else that you're very close with. Your oracle card. Let's see what we have. Practice the art of allowing. Get in touch with your inner being and activate your own guidance system. So what jumps out at me is the allowing there. Part of the improvement here seems to be that you're not trying to control it so much. You're allowing it. You're being open. You're letting yourself receive the guidance that you need instead of telling the universe what it has to be, which leads to this fluctuation of high highs and low lows. Instead of trying to force it to be what you've decided it should be, what you have predicted in your mind it's supposed to be, you just let it be what it is. And you receive that from the universe. And the result is quite a beautiful thing. So it's not necessarily in your nature to sit back and receive. You're very independent and very action-oriented and very brave and very, very much about manifesting what you want to see in the world. So this might be a little weird for you, but it feels like that's definitely the message of spirit here, that in moderate approaches to things and in being open to receive what is trying to come to you, that you have great joy in the week ahead. So I'll leave it there, Aries. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Thank you for letting me read for you. And any comments or likes or shares, if you haven't subscribed and you choose to subscribe, blah, 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 tripping over my tongue today, then all of those things, they support the channel and let these messages get out there for more people to see that may find them useful. So thank you for that. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.